Here's a few kickers you could stash and put in your starting lineup pretty much right now. But anyway, the first guy is Tyler Bass of the Buffalo Bills. I don't know how this guy, he's available in about 80% of fantasy leagues. He's second in fantasy points for kickers, and this guy, he's been having huge ball games of late. What a crazy amount of fantasy points. Like I said, Bass, he's got double-digit fantasy points in 3 out of his last 4 ball games. The Bills, they're scoring a lot of points of late, and this week I think there's going to be more good points and plays for Tyler Bass and opportunities. So Tyler Bass, I would go out there and pick him up and start him if he's out there in your leagues. The next guy is Jason Myers of the Seattle Seahawks. He's available in about 60 to 65% of fantasy leagues. Myers, he's with a high-powered offense in there in Seattle. He's kicking more field goal attempts, thankfully, of late, and he hasn't missed one at all. I believe he's 9 for 9 on the season as Myers, and he's coming off a double-digit fantasy point game. This week he's got Philadelphia on Monday Night Football, and he's a guy you could really go out there and stash, and he's going to help you out this week and for the future. So if you don't have a good kicker or you don't like your kicker situation, Myers is a good guy to get. And the third and final guy is Chris Boswell of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's been playing well of late with double-digit fantasy point games in his last 2, and he's another guy in a high-powered offense. He's going to get some opportunities, even though I know he's not that good of a kicker this season. He's been shaky at times, missing extra points and some chip shots. But anyway, this week he's got Baltimore. This Baltimore team's decimated. This ball game was moved to Tuesday night because of all the positive tests in the Baltimore organization. But anyway, Boswell, he's going to have a good game, I think, this week. Pretty decent. But like I said, I like his output because he's in a good offense. So anyway, Chris Boswell, he's a guy I'm going to stash or even just pick up and start the rest of the way at kickers. So there's a few kickers you should stash heading into the weekend and before beating waivers in Week 13.